It's what every singer dreams of, their name on the marquee. And it doesn't get much bigger than the second longest running radio show in the world, the Ernest Tubb Midnight Jamboree.
Growing up, my dad used to play a lot of Ernest Tubb records, okay? And starting since I was like 5 years old. So to be able to come and play over here and just to be on the same stage that even Ernest Tubb had even played. Just to stand there, just gives me goosebumps.
Country music singer Bobby Marquez will step into the spotlight at the Texas Troubadour Theater to host for the first time December 11th. And carry on a tradition the legendary Ernest Tubb began in 1947 with his show, which followed the Grand Ole Opry on WSM.
He would have a lot of guests on the show and give them an opportunity to be heard. That was part of the reason for the Midnight Jamboree, not just to sell his records. Yes, he wanted to do that, and yes, he wanted to make other country music available that you couldn't find anywhere else. But a secondary thing was exposing a new artist. And each week, that's what he did.
Ernest Tubb helped out everyone from Loretta Lynn to Randy Travis when he was still known as Randy Trawick, even a guy who was booed off the Grand Ole Opry stage.
Can you get better than Elvis? I've often heard Mr. Tubb talk about it in interviews. Elvis wrote him the nicest letter, he said, "You've saved my weekend in Nashville, and I want to thank you for that."
The entire concept for the show actually started with Ernest Tubb's first record shop in the late 40s.
Back in those days, he spent 250 dates a year on the road. He was the hottest thing going back in those times. And people complained about not being able to get not only his records, but you couldn't find country music anywhere. So he got the idea to open up a mail order house and a record shop and ship records around the world.
Today, next door to the Ernest Tubb Record Shop, the Midnight Jamboree still helps artists share their music beyond the live audience.
It's absolutely a radio show, and it's worldwide on WSM. So you can actually hear it in Europe, Australia, and I actually get a lot of emails, a lot of emails. People from Europe, Texas, Mississippi, Louisiana. So just to be able to get on WSM and it be worldwide, man, it's just what an honor.
Opry stars and up-and-coming performers entertain on the 90-minute show, which tapes every Saturday night at 10 o'clock on Music Valley Drive in an intimate 400-seat theater.
Well, it's different in the fact that you're more personable with the fans, okay? So even after the show, you can go into the record shop, sell your records, get to meet the fans, get to mingle a little bit, and that kind of gives also the people a thrill just to be able to get up close with those with the artist,
For Ernest Tubb, it was always about, in his words, being better to your neighbors. That's why the show is still free, yes, free, and generosity is always put to good use.
You have a little donation box that sits right here by the steps. And over the years, we have collected over $20,000 to help people in need. All that money goes back into the business to help people who are in need. Like, say someone has a fire in their home, or there's some sickness or something like that, accident or something like that.
Goodwill and history are found here, from the tour bus to costumes and memorabilia, right down to the commercials within the broadcast, which always begin with a featured CD sale from the man who influenced Ernest Tubb as a singer.
His sister brought home a Jimmie Rodgers 78, and he had never heard Jimmie Rodgers before. And somehow he was just taken by Jimmie Rodgers.
Marquez knows the feeling as he remembers getting to guest star with his idol, Ray Price.
When I got here that night, the line was all the way outside the door. I had never seen anything like it, okay? And and then that night, I went up and just to be introduced by Ray Price, oh, what an honor. I was shaking that night. I was so nervous that I was just glad I got through the show. But After I sang my first song and everything, I turned around, I looked behind the curtain, I saw Ray Price look at me, he gave me the nod, and I said, all right, great, fantastic.
A job well done for the hit Texas music artist. And the chain of inspiration continues when those curtains open December 11th and Bobby Marquez steps up to the microphone.
And then buy it again the next day. No, it ain't easy being simple with a complicated woman, but I wouldn't have it any other way.